Well, good morning. It is Thrive Morning Thursday, and I am here to talk to you about how to manage your return on energy. So, this is one of my favorite topics, and I teach this fundamental over and over and over again because it is just so, so important. And I've been teaching it since 2010, and it's just getting better. But it doesn't really change that much. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jennifer Cottis. I am a business coach, and I've been coaching solo entrepreneurs since 2010. And I have recently moved my business online, and I talk a lot about the challenges from going to that traditional belly to belly to moving online. And now I have a group coaching membership called Emergent. So at the end of I also have a freebie. If this interests you, if this kind of snags a spark with you or sparks your fire, then definitely grab the Entrepreneurial Women's Guide, 3 Steps to Ease in Earning. I put that in the comments, and I'm going to pin that comment. And there's the link for you there. You'll get the guide, and then you will be added to my email list and get like lots of amazing, awesome snippets. All right. Okay. So, and for some reason, oh, there it is. It's okay, posted. Okay, so let's dive into this morning's topic, managing your return on energy. So if you've watched any of my webinars or previous Facebook Lives, I probably talked about this a lot. But so I want to tell you kind of where I was years ago, right? And even sometimes still now, because we all slip up. Now, when you trying to manage your return on energy, you can do this two ways. And I'm going to recommend the second way. The first way is you block, like, so say you are a new entrepreneur, you're transitioning from your 9 to 5, really wanting to go hard in your business. And so what you do and what you maybe feel that you can do is block off a Saturday and like binge business, right? Like just go all in on your business and go crazy and like just put a whole lot out there and all that stuff, okay? So, and that's maybe good and fine to start. I find that super motivating. I love those days where I'm in creative mode and I like to put things out, and I think everybody does that once in a while, right? And I also think that that's the entrepreneurial heart. You get like really excited about doing things, and then so you just like dive right in, block it out, block out the world, and just go hard. But the problem with that is a couple things. You are essentially setting yourself up for a down day, right? So if you have this like crazy high day, it's like manic business managing. I don't know. I just threw that out there, but you're essentially setting her up for a down day because you can only sustain that energy for so long, right? So as you grow in your business and as you become more clear about what it is that you're offering, how you want to operate, how you want to show up in the world, how you want to be consistent showing up online, how you want to, when you want to schedule your coaching calls if you're a coach, when you want to book clients if you're a massage therapist, or when you want to run a retreat, like all these things start to become clear, right? So then you can move into goal setting and goal planning. Does that make sense? So, well, yeah, once in a while, I absolutely love the binge. And if it is pre-launch and I'm setting up and I have all these ideas and I want to get this stuff out of the way, I will do that. That being said, I always crash, and I probably recently crashed, or in my case, I kind of forgave myself and gave myself a deliberate vacation around our Canadian Thanksgiving. So I've been a little bit quiet, a little bit less consistent the last couple weeks, but that's what it's about, right? It's about managing your energy, and the more you can avoid the fall off and stay consistent, the better. And the wonderful thing is with online tools, you can kind of do that, right? You can schedule some posts or prompts or things to kind of, or emails, value emails, blogs, like you can kind of pre-batch all this stuff so that on those days or weeks that you need to chill out, maybe life happens, maybe there's a family event that comes up and you kind of want to put all your energy toward that, you can do that, and that's amazing. But today I want to talk to you specifically about 3 strategies that I use and that I coach my clients on for managing your return on energy. So let's just dive right into that. So number 1, during my workshops, you've probably heard me talk about this lovely little diagram. And you know what? I don't even know why I didn't draw it out, but I love it so much. I'm going to draw it out. So the joy and the joy versus profit. Little diagram like this. Okay, so do you see that? There's joy on one side, profit on the other. Okay, and all this is saying is, I want you to be going up on that, where is that? It's so hard to do this awkward. Up on that trajectory. So when you are planning your business activities, I want you to ask 2 questions. Does it bring me joy? And does it earn me a profit? Because what's going to energize you is things that you love doing and that you feel most joyful doing. Now, granted, there are going to be things that you don't really feel joy in doing, right? But what you want to work towards is delegating those things so that you're always feeling in that high vibe state with your business and how you're living your life every day. Because let's face it, this is how you're living your life every day, by doing your business. And so why wouldn't you do your business in a way that you absolutely love and feel joyful? Now, the flip side of that is it earning you a profit? And that is where your return on energy comes. So just like, you want a return on an investment when you put something in the stock market, you want a return on energy when you put your energy into it, when you put your effort into it, right? So you want something that, so you want it to pay you back eventually, right? And with the caveat that if you are just starting out, you may see, it may take you 3, 6, 9 months, a year to really start seeing that profit. But if you're doing things in a joyful way, in a consistent way that is income producing, meaning that you're connecting, you're talking to people, you're putting out like value blogs, you're doing workshops, you're just building your brand, you're engaging an audience, all of that is going to come back to you in terms of income and profit. And then the profit piece of it is just don't go crazy overspending, right? And the beauty of being online is that you can have a really super low overhead. So we all know that. But keep it profit focused so that it's not going to suck the life right out of you. It's not going to suck your bank account. It's not going to suck your energy. And when you are earning an income and you have income coming in, it's nice, right? And your energy is going to be there. You're going to feel supported in a sense. And this is not, necessarily for everyone, but comment below if you have a different feeling about this. But my sense is that, and what I've seen is that when you have that money flowing in, then you're going to feel more energized because of that, right? Because you know that what you're doing is working, that what you're putting out there is actually having an impact, right? So, yeah. Okay. So that was number 1. So the joy versus profit. See, this is a really juicy live here. So a juicy lesson here. So I'm really excited to share this with you. Number 2 is the plan and plug it system. Okay. So the plan and plug it system. I call this my instant freedom system because I really haven't nailed down a name because it is like so incredible. And I've been teaching this since 2010. I've accidentally, or I've kind of defaulted back to calling it the Sunday night planning tool because I do this every Sunday night and check on my schedule. And I also call it the instant freedom system. So if you've heard talk to me about any of those things, it is all those things. You can do it on a Sunday night. If not, do it on the Friday before. It does bring you instant freedom, and it really is about planning it and plugging it. Now, here's where the managing your return on energy and how this really works in this system. So if you've heard maybe the expression say that structure brings you freedom, well, it really, really does. Okay, so if you can look at your joy profit activities and plan it out, what I want you to do is just plug it in and forget about it, like set it and forget it kind of mentality, right? So that way you're not, be confident with it. Say, over 3 months, 6 months time, if I continually do these things, I can expect certain results, barring some tweaks perhaps. But what I want you to have in mind is I planned this, I thought this through, I made educated guesses on, or educated decisions on what I'm doing in my business to build my business, and just plug it in. And here's the thing. When you plug it into your calendar, what I see people doing is putting too much into their calendar every single day. And I want to really pull that back and stretch it out. So, right. Okay. So stretch it out. do not overschedule. I recommend you can have theme days. So when you get up on a Monday, you kind of know that that's what you're doing. If you get up on a Wednesday, you kind of know that that's what you're doing, right? So really automate how you're spending your time. Doesn't that sound amazing? Now, when you do that, I want you to ask yourself a specific question when you're putting it into your calendar, because this is huge. I want you to ask yourself, I'm going to find it in my workbook just because I don't want to mess this up. Now, I want you to ask yourself, once you have put it into your calendar, what would stop me from focusing this time on my business? And if there are any kind of obstacles in the way of distracting you from completing those tasks, then you need to remove it. More often than not, the obstacle is, oh, that sounds like a lot. I might get overwhelmed. So remove things from that. Like, I know it's anti-intuitive, but this is totally about the anti-hustle kind of movement thing. And it is that way because you're going to be setting yourself up for a much more sustainable plan and a sustainable business. And you're looking, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And you're looking for ways to take this in the long haul, right? You really, like, this is what it's about. You're a committed entrepreneur. You know that you want this. You know that you want to move forward. So plan it, plug it, remove any obstacles that would prevent you from doing it that day. And again, more often than not, it's going to be, what I see is like, oh, I planned too much this day. If I keep it simple and move consistently, then I have way more success, and so will you. Okay, number 3, and this is a huge one. And this is where it's more of an internal thing, that an internal tool. And I'm going to share this with you, and I don't typically share this too much in my live trainings. I usually keep this kind of for my clients, for my one-on-one coaching clients, but I'm going to share this with you here today. It is the mantra. So I've done enough mantra that I've been using since I started business coaching, since I had one of my first business coaches, if that makes sense. Because before that I had a lot of personal development coaches, or some personal development coaches. I took conferences and that kind of thing. It's always been something near and dear to my heart. But when I decided I wanted to be a business coach, well, I hired a business coach to help me business coach, right? And then also to be a better coach for other coaches. Okay, so this is the I've done enough mantra. I have probably modified it since then to make it work, and to also make it work for my current audience. But this is so that you can transition to being 100% focused wherever you are, and to help you transition from activity to activity. So I want for you to feel like you have truly done enough in your business, okay? So that you can enjoy your life now, not when you've achieved some goal in the distant future, because you've chosen entrepreneurship, and this is what it's about. You're in the journey, right? You are in it. You're doing it. You're living the life of your dream. The moment you make that decision to become an entrepreneur, you are living the dream. Whether there's money coming in the door or not, yes, it's great to get paid, but this is where the freedom comes in a sense that you're like, this is what I've meant to be doing, and this is what I want to be doing, and I just feel so amazing doing it, okay? So this is after you're planning it and plugging it. You've set your calendar. You've chosen your joy to profit income producing activities, and you've done your day. And here's the mantra, okay? Are you ready? Okay. Finish each day and be done with it. You've done what you can do. You've had some blunderings and absurdities that crept in. Let that go, and then ask yourself why. Tomorrow is a new day. Begin it with serenity and with too high a spirit to be encompassed with any old nonsense. So I love that so much. And the part of it, 2 parts of it that you might want to take into account is, 1, it's about forgiving yourself. So if you have a day where you just didn't get through all of your to-do list, you've maybe scheduled in too much and you've been overwhelmed, or you just fell off the wagon somehow, right? On your business. This is about forgiveness, okay? So forgive yourself. And then the second piece of that is ask yourself why. What got in your way? What obstacles were in your way of completing what you wanted to complete today. And that is going to help you, one, plan your calendar more accurately so that you don't fall off the bandwagon, right? And forgive yourself, make it lighter if you need to. But if you can do that, then at least you're going to sustain the activities, or get someone support in your household. Maybe it's clearing the kids out of the house. Maybe it is planning more white space in your calendar so that you can do all the fun things in life that you really want to do, because maybe somebody called you that day and said, let's go shopping, let's go surfing, I don't know, whatever it is that you do. That might have happened as well. So it's just such a lovely, and to know that tomorrow's a new day and you can start all over again. Okay, and if you need to start all over again with your Plan It and Plug It system, with your identifying your joy and profit activities, then you do that, but it is continuous improvement. You're going for sustainability, and this is what's going to help you manage your energy over the long term. So that is what I have for you today. So just to summarize, these are the 3 strategies for managing your return on energy. You balance joy and profit. Does it bring you joy? Does it bring you profit? That is where you want to start thinking about your activities. Use the Plan It and Plug It system, which I also call the Sunday night planning tool, or the instant freedom system. I love that one. If you guys have a particular name for that you like best, tell me, because I'm probably just gonna cut off the rest and continue to use it. And then the mantra, the I've done enough mantra. And that is also a mindset. So if the mantra itself didn't stick with you, just know that mindset is really important for you to have. So with that, I'm Jennifer Cottis. I am a business coach for solo entrepreneurs, helping emerging entrepreneurial women create a simple business and a life they love. Be sure to grab my freebie, the Entrepreneurial Women's Guide, 3 Steps to Ease in Earning. The link is in the comments, and I will pin it, and we will see you live next time. Have an amazing day.